Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from South America. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. At the Falcons' 49-yard line. It's second down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Cowboy 80. Street. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Pack 70, Timberwolf.
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steamer. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
And this This is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Watkins motioning over. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. This is Rivers. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Play action. It's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
Cut, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now, faking the give, escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Cowboy 80.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
It is 3rd and long.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. They got 14 there, didn't get it by much, but they do pick up the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rio. Make get 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Gun, here's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his tight end. That's a pump blow. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Atlanta.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To throw again. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important. As this game unfolds, they get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
Warriors, 70.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Steamer. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Watkins motioning over. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
A run now with Rivers. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
3rd and long. And this drive going from bad to worse. And a delay game now on top. Allen to throw on 3rd and long. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Hurt. 19-18.
Handoff here, up the middle, and this tackle there, he pushes forward, and we'll give him 4 yards. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger. Trap 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
7, 10, alert, alert, count, rig alert, rig alert. Let's go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Steamers have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
6. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll stay on the ground, and it's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Here's a third and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop the throw. The throw taken in. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
60 by 6.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Rio. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He gets it to go. And the Steamers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. Good job in coverage. He's going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Now Allen on first down. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sends them second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second and 5. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On first down, Allen. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Play fake. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On the ground, here's Rivers. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
3rd and long. Metcalf, the motion man. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Schemer. That's his 2nd TD catch of the season. Terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. Whoa. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Metcalf, the motion man. They'll begin here on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 28. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
5. 3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
take over 1st and 10.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. Rig alert, rig alert. Street, street. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Rio.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Metcalf, the motion man. And he just does put that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. From the gun on third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. The Falcons getting their punter out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready?
Trying to start on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 6. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther. Here we go. Check. 70 Lions. Check go.
Back to throw. Pushed out to his left. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Falcons 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. For about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Alert!
Allen now off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 6. Watkins motioning over. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. How about this 1-2 to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Ready? 19. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here. By his tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal.
60 back.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Rio. Try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steamers will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Working from the pistol. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
First down. And 8
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 39 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Steamers are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Ready? Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to air this one out. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Bronco 80.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Rio. First down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. That is caught. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It is a big play on 1st down. 42 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
18, right here.
He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
First down.
A gain there of 21. That's enough for a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Viking 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Go.
Back to the air one more time. That's holding at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steamer. Now to try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steamers stretch things out even further.
66. 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, it's Allen. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
At their own 41-yard line.
Maybe you only rap to pay the bills. And now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
Count to 60. Count to 60. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the fourth quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A big play there. 32 yards. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Like some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He has Hyatt complete.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spin it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Watkins motioning over. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.